On Hawk TV, we take a look at behind-the-scenes theater production,
an upcoming computer science competition for girls,
and the boys basketball team district season.
This is Hawk TV for Friday, January 24th.
Good morning, Hebron High School. I'm Iman Yassine.
And I'm Zara Ahmed. The Hawk Theater Company opened its musical, The Little Mermaid, last night. Haley Pacheco got to take a look behind the scenes into technical preparations for the musical.
While musicals are typically associated with music, voices, and acting, a sometimes lesser-known aspect is the amount of moving parts behind the scenes. Junior Erica Gardner says technical theater is everything you don't see, but is just as important.
In particular, this show is very tech-heavy because we included a fly system where we're able to fly people in the air. Also, we have a lot of different moving set pieces that come on and off at different times of the show. It's a pretty light, heavy show and a mic heavy show. And also this year we've incorporated professionally made costumes and wigs.
For the most part, the setting for The Little Mermaid is under the sea. To enhance the experience, the fly system is used to give the impression of swimming. Senior Christian Nair plays Prince Eric and flies in the show.
In my scene, I'm basically drowning. So the scene is called The Storm. So we're just on the ocean, and then the storm happens, and then I get blown off away into the sky, and then I come down drowning, and then Ariel comes and saves me.
Gardner and Nair say they hope the audience will see something they haven't seen before with the new technical applications.
I think the audience will find it very intriguing because for a lot of people it's not really something that we've done before here at Hebron. We did a little bit in a show a few years back in Peter Pan, but this show has a much more intense amount of it, so I think the audience will be kind of like in wow of it because it's something new.
Just imagine being a little kid and like just watching The Little Mermaid for the first time, you know? And like, it's just awesome because it's back, it's like, it's coming to life.
Despite the difficulty of working with new tech systems, Gardner says they want to put on the best show possible.
It's a very time-demanding show. We've been up here all weekends, Sundays, Saturdays, always working after school. Not much of a break, but we want to put on the best show we can so that the audience can come and get an experience that they don't get every day. And just being able to have the audience walk out kind of talking about it, just feeling like they just saw a really good show, I guess is what keeps us going.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Haley Pacheco.
Thanks, Haley. The Little Mermaid will perform tonight and Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. Purchase tickets online at www.hebrontheater.com. Reserve seats cost $15 and premium reserve are $20.
As we kick off a new year, we went around and asked different people what their goals are for 2020.
What's one goal you have for 2020?
To make good grades and get all A's and B's and not C's.
To get through to 2021.
To have nothing but good, positive, and genuine energy around my circle. Point blank.
What is one goal you have for 2020?
Just be more physically active, just eat better, just be, whole over like physical wellness.
To make an influential impact on society.
Goal I have for 2020 is like trying to find a job, I think.
Get a car. I plan to get a car.
Is to lose 35 pounds.
I hope my hair doesn't fall off,
What is one goal you have for 2020?
I think my two main goals are to lose some weight and hopefully gain some hair.
Get a boyfriend.
It's a good day.
To prepare myself for college and get ready for life.
Tie up any loose ends that I have or any problems that I have, just fix that so that I can go to college with a peaceful mindset, knowing that I don't have any baggage still here and I can just carry on to my next chapter of life.
Digital Divas is an all-girls coding and computer science workshop. Ava Caballero Romo got to take a closer look into what they are expecting from their first competition.
Digital Divas' upcoming competition will be hosted at Hebron for the first time on February 1st. Senior Julia Doe says she loves the experience of coding with girls from other schools during their competitions and workshops.
Just like the experience of being able to like interact with other I guess other girls from like other schools, like all coding and stuff. It was really cool.
While just a year ago there were only 40 girls in Digital Divas, now there are over 250 across 27 different schools, and the number continues to grow. Sophomore Leah Phillips says she is excited to have a coding group just for girls.
Well, I really enjoy coding, and the fact that there's just one that's just for girls makes it really exciting, and so I like that.
Computer science teacher Jared Stites has been working as the director of Digital Divas this year and says it's a lot of work to coordinate the upcoming competition, but he looks forward to getting more girls involved.
Coming together to support this cause, to get more women into you know, technology, because we need them. It's been so like dude-centric, you know, that we need that kind of diversification, different perspective in this industry.
Doe says she's excited about Digital Divas being hosted at Hebron this year and believes the girls are ready to compete and get involved.
I feel like we're really prepared. I feel like it's finally like Hebron's year to host Digital Divas, because I feel like we're always like really involved in Digital Divas, and it's just really exciting that we'll be able to host it.
With just a week left until the competition, Stites says he's confident in the girls and ready to compete.
Confident we're going to make this the best Divas to date. So yeah, it's a little bit overwhelming, but we're confident in moving forward.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Ava Caballero-Romo.
Thanks, Ava. Digital Divas will be hosting their first competition on February 1st.
To practice some of their newly acquired visual storytelling skills, students who took journalism this fall went around to ask a variety of students one question. Katie Parker, Kate Knopf, and Mally O'Carroll asked students, when is the last time you cried?
Oh, geez. The last time I cried was last night.
I think a few months ago.
A long time. About like 2 weeks ago.
It was actually this weekend. Yes, yesterday.
5 years ago.
Last night.
Why?
I fell off my bike.
Someone ditched me at Hoko.
I didn't know if I could go on a trip this summer to a camp.
Because one of our friends committed suicide. Whenever I moved,
My dad yelled at me and I got really sad. Because of homework and stress?
just kind of like stressed about everything that I have going on, like school, college, things like that.
Also, like, I saw my PSAT score and I thought it was good and my mom did not.
Thank you. On January 25th, FCCLA, the Latin Singing Union, Spanish Honor Society will host the Walk for the Children in order to raise awareness for the child refugees at Texas southern border. Hannah Park got to take a closer look at the event.
Seniors Jillian Witten and Lauren Perry have been organizing the Walk for the Children's event since October. They started by working on getting it approved and gathering sponsors. Now, Witten and Perry have been working on preparations for the actual day of the walk. Despite the ongoing preparations, Witten says all of the hard work will be worth it.
I believe that any kind of change or any kind of effort to make change is a step towards progress.
Sophomore Fernanda Reyes says her personal connections being from Mexico is what motivated her to participate in the walk.
I am from Mexico, and it's just such a hard thing to look at, just people suffering for trying to survive.
Latin Student Union President Leah Mendoza says this event is a good opportunity for young people to be a part of something.
So we're going to have younger people, young adults going. And I think it's going to be really cool that from a young perspective that we're going to be able to grow up with this and like know this and be able to teach younger generations.
Mendoza and Witten say they hope the event opens people's minds.
I hope people are more aware and more educated on this topic and what it really means, and that like what it really means for children that are being held in immigration and what we can do to help.
Not necessarily to have a big turnout. It's not necessarily to, have 1 million people show up. It's just our goal is to possibly change the way people think about the issue. We want people to realize that they aren't helpless in these issues that, occur across the globe, that you can do something.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Hannah Park.
Thanks, Hannah. Registration for the event is free. Donations and 50% of all t-shirt purchases will be going to the Kids in Need of Defense organization. To sign up for the walk, go to tinyurl.com/WFTC2020.
Today is National Compliment Day, so we went around and shared compliments with students and teachers to see how they would react.
Oh, it's cute. It's adorable. Anything with a puppy, and this is positive, and I love positive. Wait, really? Oh my god. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Look at it. You're very cute. Oh, that's sweet. He's smiling. Thank you. It is really cute. Oh, it's a corgi. He's so cute.
Doggo hopes that you have a great day. Oh, it's such a cute little doggy.
Thank you.
After winning against Irving Nimitz with a score of 67-41 on Tuesday, the boys basketball team will face Coppell tonight. Daria Thompson takes a closer look at the team's preparation for the game.
The boys basketball team has started the season with a record of 9-11. Coach Eric Ryle says due to injuries, the team has had to start over from last year.
We've had a full transition where we've, had to start more or less all over from where we were at the beginning of the year. We've had the last 3 games. Our starting point guard tore his ACL, so he's out. Our starting forward has been out the last 3 games because of illness. We've had another person who has back injuries now, so we have 4 people that we pulled out from JV on varsity right now. So we are just in a transition of starting over and almost finding a new identity for the team right now.
With important players out, junior Grayson Allu and senior Alex Williams say the team shouldn't rely on certain players to have a successful season.
Yeah, it definitely affects the locker room and what we do on the court, but we just have to step up and fill their role as a team. Like, we can't have specific individuals think that they have to do everything that the person lost. We just have to fill it as a team.
The players out, we lost scoring, but since we could bring people up from JV who are doing their jobs when they come up to varsity, honestly, we can just keep the scoring up from those 3 people that come up on varsity, and then other people step up too.
Allo and Ryle said that in order to beat Coppell, the team must stop 2 key players.
Really, I think it's just stopping their 2 sophomores. If we can stop their outside shooting from the 2 sophomores, I think we can handle them.
Well, Coppell has 3 of the top 50 ranked players in the state of Texas that are sophomores, so they have 2 really good shooters. So they do give us, some problems. I mean, like I said, they have 2 really good shooters. They're really physical. They're defending district champions, so that's always a test. But I think we're going to be ready to come out, and this group is finding their own identity, and I think we're going to surprise the people the second time through districts.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Dariga Thompson.
Thanks, Dariga. The boys play at home tonight at 8.
The girls basketball team is fighting for a playoff spot and takes on district rival Coppell tonight. Ellery Lyles got to take a look into how the team has been preparing for the game.
The girls' basketball team is currently ranked 4th in district and is working to improve to make it to playoffs. Coach Lisa Branch says in order to ensure a playoff spot, they will need to beat some top teams.
Well, we have to be one of the top 4 teams to get in right now, so we can't drop any lower than where we are right now. We win some, if we win against the Flower Mounds and MacArthur's, Louisville, then we have a chance to jump up there and definitely secure a spot. But right now we're hanging in there at 4th.
Junior Camille Thomas says what the team needs to do to win against Coppell tonight.
I think if we play as a team more and use more communication, it will help us out.
Captain Sierra Dixon feels that her role as captain is to make sure that everyone on the team has the same mindset going into each game.
Just kind of keeping a level head and making sure everybody's on the same page and no one's getting ahead of themselves or trying to do anything themselves, and just trying to be a leader on the floor and off as well.
Branch says that with Coppell being a difficult competitor due to a new coach and a tough team, it will be even harder to beat them.
And so that's always a scary combination. So, they've got some physical presence inside, they've got some shooters on the outside, and now they're starting to press as well. So they're starting to gel as a team.
Coppell's a tougher district rivalry that we have. They're never going to just sit down and let us win, so our games are pretty close usually when we play them.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Ellery Lyles.
Thanks, Ellery. The game against Coppell is tonight at 6:30 at home.
In other sports news, wrestling will compete at the Arlington Bowie Invite this weekend.
Boys soccer will play tonight at home against Irving Nimitz at 7:30.
And the girls soccer plays at Nimitz tonight at 7:30.
That's it for today's broadcast. I'm Zara Ahmed.
And I'm Amin Yusuf. Have any story suggestions? Email us down below.
And follow us on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram.